5-minute countdown, hey. No?
How's that?
Okay. Okay, welcome everyone. Let's just wait for people to join. And this is the countdown. So we start at 12.
To join Renee's, you don't have to join now, maybe 7.5 hours, 15 minutes. And then just make sure that we end it well and look out people. If that is possible.
Good morning. Oh, it's the afternoon already. Thank you for everyone that's joining in. I'm looking forward to sharing Renier with you all, and there's Renier back as well. But before we start and introductions, I'm going to play you a little bit of video about Renier, his promo video, so that you can all see who he is and what he does. So here it is, and enjoy. Good morning. Well done. Renier, we're looking forward to sharing your story for everyone today. This is the second part. Renier already did a talk. This is part 2. And as we explore Anshin Richumai, the path of enlightenment, join me in a Reiki meditation as I share my life story and how I managed to turn my health around from dying to living an awesome life. Everyone, you also, if you go to his talks online at the Forge Summit pages, you go to his talks, you will see he's giving away the 2 ebooks that me and him wrote, Volume 1 and Volume 2. So if you want those books, please go on the Forward Summit page. I believe Renier will also send out an email. He will get all of your email addresses and also give you the download link for that. But that's our gift to you. We sell those books for 250 Rand each. It's 500 Rand. But you can get the ebook for free so that you can see what has transformed our lives, his and mine, because we've been in a similar journey. So I'm looking forward to listening to Renier's talk today, and I believe all of you are as well. So please enjoy. Give it to Mr. Awesome. Renier, we need your mic on, Renier. So let me see if I can unmute you.
It's on. Thank you, Cobus. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you again, Cobus, for this opportunity that we have in sharing our life stories with each one and of you guys online. Just see, all right, everybody's on there. Again, as Kobus always asks you guys, please just in the comments let us know where you are. And today here in Mokopane in the north of the country, I'm in Limpopo, it is quite chilly. We had some interesting weather last night. It was stormy. We had thunder, no rain, but it was promising. And the next moment, the power just went off, and I was a bit worried at one stage because no power, no webinar. And then I remembered my daily meditation, and I will go through that again as well today. That says, just for today, do not worry and do not anger. So I would love to share with you today my story. I remember, you will remember yesterday I spoke about Reiki and my journey in not so much detail. However, today I would like to share with you, and it's interesting that Kobus did the same. Let's just share with you what I went through and how that helped me, and just might give you an idea of what it is that you can do in your life to be to make a change for a better, and also for my screen and my clickers to work. As you know, I'm an alchemist. I work with people's minds, changing lead into gold, or changing limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs, by showing you that you are the philosopher's stone, you are the elixir of life. You have within you the fullness and the capacity to do whatsoever you put your mind on. There's a book that says, as a man thinketh, so he is. So please remember that as we go through today's talk. Yeah, my name is Renier Horn. I am the son of William John Horn from the clan of Sinclair in the Highlands of Scotland. I am married to an awesome woman. Her name is Sudney. And I have 4 children, 2 on earth, 2 in heaven. Luke and Amy Michelle on the picture there with me and my wife, as well as Michael and Michelle, who's watching over us from up above. Let's just go one back. I just want to share with you, that is basically some highlights in my life. And as Kobus just said now in the previous one, you know, with the retreat was one of the biggest highlights also in my life. Walking with lions, walking with the fire, on the fire, excuse me, as well as meeting people. Now, in this whole journey, I had to find myself, and I would love to share what happened also with me. Just waiting for the screens. Okay, there it is. Please download the damn book, man. There's 2 of them. It's for free, as Kobus said. You know, we charge $250 for that, for the printed edition, but you can actually get it for free. In there is what changed my life from dying to living. In there is what changed Kobus' life from dying, from being in a wheelchair into living a pure, awesome life. As I said, I'm here to assist you with your path of enlightenment. This is my purpose. This is why I'm on this planet. That's why I've been sent. And the journey for you is to realize what it is that, why are you here? And if you would love to, I would love to, but if you feel that you resonate with my energy and the way I do things, then connect with me. I will give on screen a bit later everything any way, or the ways that you can connect with me via social media and electronic media. Thanks, Sonia. I love your comment. And this is something that I want to share with you all, and that is that the founder of Reiki, Usui Mikao Sensei, believed, and he said that each and every being has an innate ability to heal as a gift from the gods. Those of you that know the Bible, it says that when somebody is sick, how is it? Put your hands on them and pray for them to be healed. It is a simple, natural gift that we have, and we explore that in training with Reiki. There's other ways of doing that as well. Just to recap, yesterday, you remember I showed you this manuscript, and it says, in short, Kyodakiwa, Ikaruna, Shinpai Suna, Kansha Shitei, Gyu Hagimai, Hitoni, Shinsetsuni, and that means just for today, do not anger, do not worry. Be grateful for your blessings, do your work diligently, or be true to who you are, as well as be kind and compassionate to yourself, as well as all others. And this is the precept by which we as practitioners of healing arts, this is what we live by. And it's awesome if you go into the history. Let's say you come and enroll and do the classes with me, then we study also the history, where this comes from. And it was interesting, and that is that Usui Sensei, he's called Dr. Usui in the West, but in Japan, Sensei means teacher. So Usui Sensei took precepts and ways of living from different philosophies and religions and made them non-religious, so that the Christian, the Hindu, the Muslim, the Buddhist can all have a way of attaining that elusive enlightenment. And there's not one of my students, not one, that have come back to me and told me that they do not have a better relationship in their spiritual life or in their religious life. All of them has said that they have a better faith life. Excuse me, my airtime English it's being downloaded. I'm just waiting, but it comes a bit slow, but I will get there right within a couple of seconds. So, let me just see. Okay. So these precepts, you can see they connect with the sevenfold path of Buddhism. They connect with the 5 precepts of Shingon. They connect with the 10 commandments of Judaism, and also the 7 precepts of the yogic tradition. It connects with everything because it's basic life lessons that says, do not anger, do not worry. And you remember what I spoke about yesterday, how to work with that in your life. I just want to go through this so that we can continue to my story. This is actually a quote from one of the students of Usui when after being taught these precepts, as well as the meditations, the hands-on healing methods, and all the other facets of the philosophy of Reiki. This student wrote in his journal, like stars, mists, and candle flames, mirages, dewdrops, and water bubbles. Like dreams, lightning, and clouds, in that way, I will now view all existence. That is such a beautiful day. I can feel that everybody is a bit more emotional, everybody is a bit more calm, and I believe that is why we as speakers are sharing our life stories today, because it is such a way, or the universe and the environment is for such a way that the lessons that we've learned is now conducive today. I hope that makes sense. So let's continue. Just quickly, remember I spoke about Anshin Ritsume, which is translated as climbing a mountain. And climbing a mountain is specifically that you need to be physically fit as well as mentally fit. And you know that a strong mind houses a strong spirit, and a strong body or a healthy body houses a strong spirit. So our bodies are so connected with one another, with our spiritual, our mental or emotional, as well as our physical body. When there's in Hermetic philosophy, there's an axiom that says, as above, so below, as within, so without. The spiritual and the physical and the emotional and the physical are so connected that when one thing is sick, the other shows it as well. A lot of medical professionals acknowledge that more than 90% of all diseases are psychosomatic, meaning it starts here and it boils down into your body. What I want to share with you, remember yesterday I showed you also this. If you can't remember, then please download also my talk of yesterday so that you can just have a better understanding. That little circle there is what changed my life when I was 12 years old. I was a very active person. I did karate. I was going for black. And one day while sparring, I felt a pain in my chest and I felt I had no energy. I nearly collapsed. They took me to the doctor and they could not find the reason why my heart, let me just show you, did that. Okay, so let's go back. Let's not run too far ahead. So that little bump in the road is what made me to not be able to do sport for the whole rest of my life. It's called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, and it is a condition that affects basically 1 in 200,000 births. It is an extra or an accessory electrical connection in the heart that causes basically a feedback loop. Now, those of you that are familiar with music will know that if you take a microphone and you place it in front of a speaker, you get that feedback loop, which makes such a big screeching noise. And that is basically what happens in my heart. The impulse that I get from the brain it keeps getting feedback. Common causes are being drowsy or dizzy, feeling pain in the chest, feeling like you just don't want to continue with life. And at the age of 12, when I was diagnosed, doctors said to me that I need to stop all exercise or I will die of a heart attack. And as you know, in school, if you don't partake in any sports, then it is quite easy for you to be noticed sitting with your sick breath, or your sick letter, on the pavilion, not being able to play rugby, not being able to do athletics, not being able to swim and do the normal stuff. As you can see there on the screen, it says there's an atrial and a ventricular rate of 300 BPM. So that's what happens when I get what is called a SVT episode, where the signal just continues to feedback, and you get a heart racing on and on and on and on. Now, to give you an idea, at the top, that is a normal ECG, and at the bottom, that is mine. So normal heart rate at the top of round about 80 BPM, and the bottom one is mine. At that stage was 240 BPM, just before you pass out. This is where my story begins. When I was 37 years old, I'm in that picture. I'm actually the pastor who married that couple. And that guy there, that seriously overweight guy with a fake smile on his face, is me. And I was at that stage 17 kilograms overweight, and I had a blood pressure of 185 over 140, 185 over 140, and my cholesterol count was right off the charts. They had it tested with a blood test to find that it was 12. And according to the medical professionals, 6 is the limit. So I'm double on the cholesterol, way over on my blood pressure. My heart is racing, and I'm busy dying. I went for a assessment for a medical test, medical aid, and when they tested me, they thought that I was a ticking time bomb. And the nurse at that stage said to me, "You're going to die of a stroke or a heart attack if you don't start exercising." So on the one side, I had the cardiologists who said no exercise, and on the other side, I had the medical aid who said I have to exercise. So what do I choose? Death or death? And it struck with me at that age of 37 years old that I choose life. I choose to live. In my path from that day on, as I said, I was a minister. I've always loved people, always loved working with people. Seeing that aha moments, that beauty, that brilliance thing happening. Started doing exercise. I chose to start doing exercise, bought myself some running shoes, started walking. I nearly died. And after walking a bit, jogging a bit, walking a bit, jogging a bit, a year later, I entered my first 5K race and ended it in just under an hour, nearly died. 5Ks, timing came down. I went to a 10K race, started dusting off my bicycle again, etc., etc., etc. And suddenly I started getting fit. And with the choice, the mindset choice of I'm living, I will not die, my heart stopped giving me problems. I had fewer. I still had SVT episodes, but they became lesser and lesser and lesser. And okay, I will answer you, Sonia, on that one a bit later. So with the episodes becoming fewer and fewer and myself getting fitter and fitter, I started eating correct, started getting my mind ready, and the kilograms started falling. My good friend, our host, Kobus, invited me, and he said he went on this life coaching course. It's something that I need to really do. And at that stage, I was a bit cocky. And I said to him, no, I think my wife, she's got the problems. I'm okay. She needs to go. However, she actually convinced me to go, and I did. And I was in that course for 5 minutes, and I realized I am the problem. It's me. They asked me the question, who are you? And I couldn't answer that. I had the answers. My name is Renier, or I am a pastor, or I am the wife of, the husband of, the father of. But those are all roles that we play. It's not who you are. Who are you? Today I know I am the all pure, awesome essence of godly expression manifested in this physical realm. And henceforth, that's why I'm known as Mr. Awesome, because if you don't connect with me, you miss out on this pure awesomeness, on this life lesson. And if I'm not connecting with you, then I miss out on your pure awesomeness. We are created in his image and likeness. And henceforth, that is what my company, my coaching company is called. And my Doberman wants to come and join. So if she runs around here, you will know. So we are pure awesomeness. We are these beings of light walking on this earth, living an experience. And that is what I want to urge you to find out. Who are you? Why are you on this planet? I loved coaching so much that I actually started to, I went for the training, became a certified life coach and certified NLP practitioner, hypnotherapist, all the bells and whistles. And again, my dear friend Kobus came to me and said, you won't believe what I found now. I walked on fire. And I said to Kobus, you are crazy. Why would any normal person want to walk on fire? However, he persuaded me, and eventually I stood in front of the fire and I thought, why would I want to do this? And then I realized, but I am not normal. I am awesome. And I walked through that fire, and my life changed. I went on the training program and got trained by our friend Kobus again. And since then, I started helping him out also with the training. I built the labyrinth. I built a special spiritual fire, which is part of the training. And up to today, I've helped to train 83 other firewalk instructors again. And it has given me such a purpose, it's such a tremendous joy to see that light bulb come out. I want to share with you something, and that is that one of I can't see, but I know she will forgive me if I give her a story. However, she walked into the labyrinth, what we have there at the spiritual retreat that Kobus was talking about. And this friend of mine, of ours, lost a son, like I did, and just on a different way. But anyway, and when she walked into the labyrinth, she saw her son, that is in heaven, standing inside the labyrinth and showing her, come, I want to talk to you. That is the power of something so unobvious. Another friend of mine did this training. When he walked into the labyrinth, he saw Jesus standing there and said, come, my son, I want to speak to you. Somebody else again saw something else. So it's not a religious labyrinth. It is a spiritual connection with the true you, with who you are and why you are on this planet. In this whole journey, I also found Reiki. which has helped me. Being in ministry for a long time, I could not find ways of doing specific things, because if somebody was sick, I would, and you might disagree with me or you might agree with me. That is okay. Like Peter and Paul said, we agree to disagree. But for me, when I placed my hands on somebody and I prayed for them to get healed and they didn't get healed, it was unacceptable, because according to my beliefs, they had to get healed because that is scriptural. And going through Reiki, I thought, okay, here's the way that I'm going to learn how to heal people. And guess what? I learned everything except that. I learned who I am. I learned how to connect with my God. I learned how to help other people to connect with their inner being, their inner self, their great bright light. It's called in Japanese, it's called Daikumyu, the inner bright light, that divine being that you were created. And that is, in short, what happened. Let me just take that off again. That is, in short, my life journey. So in the last time that I got weighed in, my blood pressure fell from 185 over 140 to I think it was 130 over 90. It was a bit high, but according to the doctors, I'm fine. My cholesterol dropped to 6, and I was 19 kilos overweight. I lost around about 25, because my goal was there, but I actually went past my goal. What do you think you are capable of doing? If you follow my advice, or if you follow Kobus or any of the other speakers, each one of us has a different, unique piece of your puzzle. And the idea for you is to understand, or to listen to your spirit. What is your spirit telling you? With whom should I connect? And do that. All right. So my daily routine, what did I do to get into this awesome physical state? Today I do Tai Chi, it's martial arts. I do Qigong, I run, I cycle. I am as fit as a fiddle. I haven't had any Wolff Parkinson White symptoms in the last, it's now nearly 3 years. So what do you think are you able to do? Just to give you an idea, myself, there is an operation, it's called ablation, radio ablation therapy, where they target, let me just go to that. If you look on the screen, you will see on the left-hand side there's 2 dots. That's called the SA node, or the that's where the heart pulse gets connected from the brain to the heart. So what they do is, on the right-hand side, is with radio ablation therapy, they destroy that extra feedback loop. But for me, the feedback loop is on the wrong side. So if they destroy that, the possibility was more than 50% that they would destroy the natural SA node. And for then, I would have to have a pacemaker. And I decided against that. Today, I live 100% without the need of any of that. What do you think you are able to do? So I want to bless you with what I do, and it is quite easy. As I said to you guys, it's easy. Join, if you want to join the 5 a.m. club. If you can't join at 5, join at 6, or join in the afternoons. But it works. It's such an amazing tool. What is necessary is that you need to wake up every day at the same time and go to bed every day at the same time, your body works in rhythms. Your body works in cycles. Your body works in specific ways of doing stuff. So if you want to have an awesome day, then plan ahead for your day. Wake up early in the morning. I tell my students, my Reiki students, I tell them, if you wake up at 6, then wake up 10 to 6. Start with 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Gradually make it so that you have time for yourself. Especially mothers, you're so busy with your children and your family that you never spend time with yourself. And then when you spend time with yourself, it's normally in the bathroom, and then the kids are all over you, and etc., and you worry about tomorrow's challenges and. Wake up, same day. Use the 20-20-20 formula. When you wake up in the morning, so you have a third of the time for yourself is for exercise. You need to jump out of bed in the morning and go run, or go swim, or go jog, or go cycle. What I do is I go into the garden and I go do some power Tai Chi, which it's Kung Fu, where I do a routine and I beat the living crap out of things to get that adrenaline in, to get you wake up, to get your mind ready. Neuroscience shows that the mind between 5 and 6 is at its most powerful. I want to go into the details. After you exercise, then it's time to reflect or to meditate. Then it's time to do your morning prayer. Then it's time for you to do your daily meditations. We do in Reiki a basic meditation called Hatsuryo, which is a combination of prayer, of grounding, and getting rid of energy that is stagnant. And it's also a combination of specific hands-on healing methods. In short, after that, you need to do a third of your routine in growing. That is when you need to study, reading books, not the huisgenoot, the you, or the drum, but reading books that can actually help you to grow, like the ones that Kobus and I am giving out for free. Let's just have a look. As I said, myself, I do exercises. You can go and even if you just walk, but to get your mind to wake up. Next one is to meditate. That's where you can do your prayer, or where you can do whatever you need to calm your mind, to feel, to connect with your spirit realm. And the third part of your morning routine is to educate yourself. By now, your brain is so alive and well and vibrant, full of life and energy, that it will take any information that you give it. So stay away from Facebook, stay away from the TV, the news. Rather, at that stage, take in some positive food for thought. I want to share with you the 5 formal hand positions that I spoke of now. And these are positions that in the Japanese culture, or the ancient Japanese culture, where they found that it is connected to certain meridians, certain pressure points that will help you get rid of your, you said it. All right. So let me guide you quickly. I have around about a couple of minutes left. So let me guide you if you want to. Anybody? Okay, good. So in your morning, this is a quick Reiki meditation that I want to show you. that you can do. After you've done your exercise, you can either sit on a chair, you can sit on the floor with your legs crossed, or you can sit. What we do, we sit on our knees, like in prayer position, and you place your hands in front of your chest, as if praying. What you can do also, you can do it with me. For those of you that would love to learn how to do that, place your hands in front of your chest and breathe with your belly, not with your chest, but with the belly. So as I breathe, let me just show you. As I breathe in and out, so you breathe with the diaphragm downwards, so it pulls the energy as well as the oxygen right through your body. So take a few minutes in the mornings to connect with who and what you are, and with who and what you serve. I'm not going to show you the grounding part. That you need to come and learn from me. And after that, place both your hands on your eyes. And this is the part where you ask, help me to see. Help me to understand better. Show me what I'm not seeing. You also ask for healing. If you have healing in your eyes, headaches in the front, and you can spend around about 5 minutes in this position. The next one, place your hands on the temples of your head. This is where you ask that you can hear what you need to hear, the things that are not spoken, but that you need to listen. You can also ask for healing on your ears and also the temporal lobes of your brain. The next position, you place your left hand on the forehead and the right hand on the occipital bone, and that's a bone between, that's these two knobs of the head. So you place your hands like this, and you ask for greater spiritual wisdom. You ask for the limbic system, the pituitary gland, and the hypothalamus, the amygdala, and the reticular activation system to serve you, and not to stop you, but to serve you. Next one, place both your hands on the back of your neck. And you ask for the release of tension. You ask for calmness and guidance. And lastly, place your hands on your head and ask for guidance from God, so that you will have an amazing day. Then place your hands back in the prayer position, and you can pray to whomever you pray to. And you can ask that just for today, you'll be kind, compassionate, grateful, true to yourself, all those wonderful things. And you also ask that you do not worry and that you will not get angry. Thank you, everyone, for this awesome time. I see we have around about 5 minutes left. If anybody wants to ask some questions, I'm going to check the screen. Sonia, I think it's you that asked, why does my logo have the 4 elements? Now, the 4 elements, which looks like the yin-yang, it's not the yin-yang, that's American, it's yin-yang. The yin-yang represents balance between masculine and feminine, or between hidden and in the open. In my logo, those 4 elements represent the 4 seasons, because we as humans are we go through seasons. For every time there's a season, there's a turn. There's a time to sow and a time to reap. And we should learn to focus in what season you are. I am now in a season in my life where I am much more mature, I'm older than I was when in my 20s. In my 20s, I just wanted to be a rebel. And then in my 30s, I wanted this empire. Now I'm in a stage of my life where I just want to see you grow. And so that is what that represents. It represents the 4 seasons. It also represents the 4 elements of earth, water, air, and fire, which is the 4 stages of matter. Solid, liquid, gas, and fire. And they represent, again, different facets in our life. The tree is symbolic of the tree of life, and the circle is symbolic of the 5th element, which is the spirit, that which keeps us alive. Anybody else who wants to ask a question? Thanks, Alan. Yes, please. My details is on screen. I've got a link tree. If you connect on Linktree, everything is there. My Facebook pages, my Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything is there. So it's easy just to show you. Click there, and you can get a connection with everything. That's my email address. If you wanna take me on my offer, which I said yesterday. If you want to do the training at a discounted price, as well as there's my cell phone number. I will not necessarily answer it if I'm busy, but you are welcome to send me a WhatsApp and we can have a chat like that. I also, as I said, do the challenges where we do what I teach people to meditate. I teach them to do Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a graceful movement of energy. And so if you want to learn that, connect with me, send me a WhatsApp, send me an email, say, yes, I've always wanted to do that. Let me just see. Yes, I created, Sonia, if I understand you correctly. So you pushed through the pain, the fear to stick to your decision, that thought to change your heart condition. Yes, when I first started doing exercise, you won't believe the pain I had, because my mind said to me, you are going to die. Now, let's say if you jump off a cliff, you're going to die. So the closer you get to the cliff, the more your mind starts to paralyze you into do that. Let me give you an example. We did a fire walk a couple of years ago, and one of the attendees was she's not little, she's over 21, but a little woman this size, and she's scared of everything. Now, to give you some idea, is that when she was born, 2 days old, she had open heart surgery. They cut her open from the sternum through here to the back, to the blades, to operate on her heart. And she was in hospital for around about first 5 years of her life, where they had to do all this. And so she came to do the fire walk. And when we do a fire walk, we tell people, take off your shoes. Do not make your decision yet. Take off, go through the process, and when you stand in front of the fire, then you decide. And when it was time to stand in front of the fire, she was sitting on the other side of the venue with her shoes on. And other than that, she came specifically to do that. However, she did not. And afterwards, I found out when she told me that her greatest fear is a hospital. She fears hospitals with everything. So in her mind, she thought that if I walk on fire, I might get burnt and I might get to hospital. So I'd rather not do it. So the same happened with me as when I started exercising, I could hear the cardiologist telling me, you're going to die. And my body reacted with that, but I pushed through the pain, I pushed through the fear to the point where I started loving to do that. I hope that answers you. And just go through here if I missed something. All right, so you guys are very, very quiet today. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed our session. I see we are basically, I know there's not a session after this, so I need to stop it. Anybody else that's got a question regarding what I said yesterday or today? If there's nothing else, just say how's it, love you, and would love to meet with you. Anybody? Come, Sonia, type something for me. Alan, you too. I'm watching you. Okay, Krupa. Hello, Krupa. Love you too. Krupa is also one of our firewalk instructors and friend. Okay, Andre. Andre, also thank you again for bumping up my internet. Really loved it. No issues, no problems. God bless you. Yes, we get messages, Alan. We get messages from the universe or from God, depending on what what terminology you use. That tells you start doing this, start doing this, start doing that. I had it for years and years and years, and it's until you learn, until you listen. You will write this test over and over and over until you learn. And it's interesting, when I started my journey, I was into martial arts, and it stopped. I stopped my career in karate because of my condition. And actually, my practice again in Tai Chi and Kung Fu or Qigong and Reiki, which is martial art itself, turned the tides. So what stopped it actually helped and bring it back. So, anybody else? God bless you all. Don't want to go over time. I see we are on 58. So be blessed, be wise, be awesome. Thank you, Sonia. So remember to connect with me on Facebook, everyone. And also, you connect with all the other speakers as well. We are so blessed to have this opportunity to be right across the world and to be able to be in your living room, in your cell phone, and connect with you and give you what helped and worked for us. So that is it from me. I will connect with those of you that sent me. I got a lot of emails and things that came through now. Thank you. And if that seems that is it. So be blessed, wise, awesome. See you guys soon. Bye.